Hi, so I wanted to walk you through this really great new program that what we're hearing is it's in a closed beta. So some accounts have it, some don't. It's called Creator Connections. To find out if your account has Creator Connections, come over here to your navigation bar and go to advertising. And if you have it, it's right here, Creator Connections. So we're going to open this up and I want to walk you through what it is, how to use it, how to set up your first campaign with it. So to walk you through, I just want to kind of show you the interface. Amazon's made it really easy to use. You put in just basic information. You name your campaign, message to creators, and it gives you kind of these key talking points: campaign overview, goals, key talking points, things to avoid. If you are pairing this with a promotion code, you can include that code there. They've given you a lot of other, if you kind of click on those little eye icons, opens up to all sorts of additional information. Same with the campaign name, just name it so you can identify it. And the name will be visible to the creator. So you want to have it a public facing name, not necessarily an internal name. It gives you the option to have any additional disclosures that your brand might require. You can set your start and end date easily. The start date has to be at least 6 business days from today. But there's no limitation for how long your campaign has to be. For choosing your creators you want to partner with, this is where you get to choose. Click on add interests and you see this screen here. Honestly, Amazon has, well, on one hand, they've given us filters to use. On the other hand, there's not a lot of really niched down filters. So you're kind of stuck with these broad categories, but in most cases you can find what you're looking for in these broad categories. For pretty much every brand is going to fit into one of these buckets. Campaign budget. This one kind of threw me off first. Your minimum budget, like if you try to hit 100, it's going to remind you that your budget cannot be less than $5,000. At first glance, that's kind of a scary number, but this is not you're committing to spend $5,000. This is much like when setting up the budget for coupons or any other promotion you're running on Amazon, where this is a spend up to budget. This is not a minimum spend budget. So the only way and the minimum commission, if we try 5, it's going to remind us that the minimum commission is 10. So at 10% commission, let's see, at 10% commission, you are going to have generated $50,000 in sales to have hit this campaign budget. And you get to choose which products are part of this Creator Connection campaign. You can choose your entire catalog. You can pick and choose 1 or 2 products. It's completely up to you. My personal recommendation is that for the first time you set this campaign up, while you're testing the waters, add your entire catalog. You want to give creators the broadest opportunity to push your product and sell. So the more products you can give them, the better. Once you've filled all of that in, this button up here, Create Campaign, will, I think it's like blue or red, and you can click it and set your campaign. So that's in a nutshell how to create the campaign. Let me pause real quick and flip over to a different account that we have set this campaign up and has been running. And let me show you some of the results that we've had. They're kind of exciting. So let me walk you through what Creator Connections actually looks like once you create a campaign. So this is a campaign for a client that I've worked with. And once you set up that initial campaign, like I walked you through previously, that goes out to Amazon sends it out to 200 creators who are have already been vetted and set up in the Amazon system. You really don't have to do anything other than select what those various interest buckets were that you're interested in. So I've removed my client's name for confidentiality, but you can see of the 200 creators that we sent the campaign to, that Amazon sent the campaign to, 31 creators accepted. Of those 31, 5 of them actually created content. And you can see that for the time that this has been running, so roughly 1 month, this has generated $3,773 in sales that would not have come to this client without this program. And the spend is exactly the 10%. There are no additional fees for using this program, which is fantastic. So further down the page, you can see this is every creator. And once they submit content, they'll put it here. And you can click these links, view their content. If it's offensive or there's some sort of problem, Amazon does give you the option to report it. And overall, you can see the campaign. What's interesting here is that initially, right after launch, we had a spike and it kind of died back off. And then we had a second spike, and then it's kind of been all over the place. What made the difference right here? 2 things. Number one, we chose to send samples of the product to the influencers that we vetted and that we thought would be good pairings. Let me show you right here. I didn't take a screenshot with it open, but you have this little message system. And this is a fantastic opportunity where you get to talk directly with these 31 creators who have accepted this partnership. And you can, a lot of them reach out and are asking for samples. So be prepared that that's pretty standard operating procedure. You're not required to send samples, but you can. And samples really allow creators to make that content. Without a product in their hands, they can't create content. So message system is amazing. You can see the performance, and they'll break it down by product and the ASIN, and their live links you can click over and how much. So you can see that most of our sales came from one product. As we dug further into the data, we started looking at creator by creator. And you can, let me show you where this tab is. So if you open this tab right here where it says all creators, and it's only going to give you the creators that are showing on this page. You have to, there's a little bit of funkiness with the interface still. Like I said, it's a beta program. There's still some bugs to work out. But once you kind of open that drop down menu, you can then select a creator and see their specific stats. So what we discovered is this creator right here was our biggest driver. And it aligns here and here. And upon further investigating, this is not a creator that we sent samples to. This creator drove all this traffic, generated almost $1,500 in sales over the course of less than a month for our brand, and we didn't send them anything. You can click on, let's see, it's up here. These links right here, they're live links to the creators' Amazon storefront. And from there, often they've linked to their social media sites. So after some digging, here's this creator. She has over 200,000 followers, which is incredible. And when you pull up her little links at the bottom of her bio, one of them is directly and is sending people to Shop My Amazon. So when we click Shop My Amazon, you can see her storefront, which is beautiful. And I'm not going to point out which product is our client's, but you can see that in some cases she is creating video. In the case of our product ended up on one of these collage pages where she's just promoting, you're loving these kind of products. And from there, that's how she's generating these sales. It's very easy. This is such a win-win program. It's easy for influencers and it's easy for the brands. There's very little work a brand has to do past filling out the application that we talked about earlier. And the results are amazing. There's no fees to try the program. It's simply a 10% commission. And if you look at that as like total cost of advertising, I know for my clients that I'm helping PPC with, anytime I can get their tacos down to 10%, we're happy. Or 10% or less, even better. This is just a 10% commission, and this is just extra sales that you would not have the opportunity to get otherwise.